TikTok.
TikTok.
Back to them. New ad product lets brands crowdsource content. What are the details here?
Smart. TikTok's launching a new ad product called Branded Mission that lets brands connect with creators and crowdsource content for marketing campaigns.
You're listening to the Radcast. If it's radical, we cover it. Here's your host, Ryan Alford.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the latest edition of the Radcast. It's Friday, May 27th, 2022. It's our marketing and advertising weekly news edition. I'm joined by Christina Yassi.
Here in the flesh.
Here you are. I'm Ryan Alford, your host. Welcome to today's show. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Tired, but good. What's new?
I know.
Just default setting.
It's got a long weekend coming up.
I know.
So-
And the sun's going to come out finally here in G Vegas.
Yeah, it does look like it's going to warm up,
Yeah.
for the weekend. It's a little dreary
You're
here
going to go to
on
the
record
lake.
day.
You get more and more tan every time I see you.
Yes. Trying to get the complexion up. Try to go to olive level 8
Oh, I'm so
on the olive
jealous.
skin.
Nope. I'm the beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid. Pale.
Yes.
That's a Lord of the Rings joke, but I know you probably went over your head. It's fine.
I get it, but all that Gandorf wizardry stuff. Gandalf, Gandorf, and
Gandorf is good. I like Gandorf.
Wizards of Oz. Whatever. I like Wizard of Oz.
I do love the Wizard of Oz.
So it's
do.
better than all that whiz bang.
I'm not going to disagree with you on that.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
And we even had a tornado this week here in Greenville.
Yeah.
Back to the west.
I know. It did. Luckily, it didn't damage anything too bad.
It hit Spartanburg.
Well,
Does that even count? Not really. We love
not
Spartanburg
really.
and all
We
of our
love
listeners
Spartanburg.
there. And
Anyone listening in Spartanburg, we love you.
it's a
Sparkle
charming
City.
downtown.
Sparkle City. For a reason. Yes, it's been a good week. And I did see this right before we came in.
Yeah.
Thought it was worthy of mentioning. A new cracker came out this week.
Pray tell.
Half Oreo, half
I
Ritz.
did see this. Every day we stray further and further from God. And there it is.
Sweet and salty Oreo Ritz. The flavor combination. I'm in for it.
Yeah?
I love both. And I think it sounds delicious.
We may have to have like an episode of us trying those.
Supposedly it was like limited edition. I don't know if we can get any, but maybe we'll have to try.
I
you
can
know.
look. Challenge accepted.
Yes.
I'll whip on to Harris Teeter right after this. See if I can find it.
Oreo Ritz, yes.
Wow.
Chocolate on one side and, that sweet.
Ritz buttery cracker on the other.
Yes. I love a Ritz cracker,
I do love a Ritz cracker.
especially in some soup.
Oh, it just the whole sleeve, man.
It totally, it turns to mush. But
does.
You put it in some soup, it's like, it just melts into it.
And it
but
makes it better.
So
It
good.
makes it better.
So good. Vegetable. Imagine my grandmother making vegetable soup,
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, we're making you hungry here on the Radcast.
It
Hopefully
is almost
you're
lunchtime here.
eat your hearts out. Been a good week?
Yeah, and we've had some great stuff happening here.
Yes.
We recorded a great episode yesterday. We had some BTS on our Instagram. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, follow us at the Radcast as well.
Yes, we had a recording with Mr. Rob Luna. That'll be coming up in a few weeks.
Cool guy. And we had our episode with Links Club NFT and Costa Hanses and Lisa Loveland.
Yes, they were cool. I think we broke down in layman's terms what NFTs are.
Yeah.
What they aren't.
How useful they are.
Yes, how they can be useful.
Right.
In practical ways more than...
Not just a trend.
Not just ADD apes.
Right.
I mean, bored apes. I mean, hyper apes, whatever the hell apes
with
they
the
are.
jokes.
I didn't know if it's jokes as much as it's the, I don't know, cynical.
The stereotype. Yeah,
Yes.
cynical is good. There you go.
Yeah,
There you
those
go.
monkeys, whatever they are.
And who do we have to look forward on Tuesday?
We have Tracy Dews.
Tracy Dews.
Tracy Dews, the queen of elixirs.
Queen of elixirs.
Queen of water.
She's so cool.
She was cool.
I
cool.
went down a rabbit hole on her Instagram the other day.
She's very cool. I love all my guests the same, equally. They're all my children, my little babies. Joking. Some of these people would eat me up for lunch, but she was cool. Just very down to earth.
Yeah.
And it was different than I expected. I expected her to be really knowledgeable, which she was. but she was just really approachable, and it felt like a natural conversation.
Yeah.
And so she
Not
was
forced.
not forced, and she was just comfortable in her own shoes, and she talked about her practical like ways to live, and obviously water and hydration and some stuff were built in there. But
Sure.
I don't know. I thought she was cool. What do
Yeah.
you think, Nick? I know you dug, Tracy.
Yeah, I did. I like the, I think they were like the 9 pillars or whatever.
Oh yeah.
There's some good stuff in there.
Yes. And
Some
Nick,
truth to that.
Nick's like playing a little low. Nick had his shoes off like 2 hours later because she talked about being one with Earth. Nick's on his stories like his feet planted in the
love
ground.
So stay tuned for
right.
that on Tuesday. We've got that coming up Tuesday,
Yes.
which is exciting.
Tracy does. Sorry, Doos. God, I just wanted. Ugh.
Tracy Dews.
Tracy Doos.
Do's and don'ts.
I know. Tracy Doos was cool. So that's next Tuesday on all your favorite podcast channels. Wherever you're listening to this, go listen to her or watch the episode, her beautiful house that we got to see in the background in California. So
So cool.
very cool. And it's been a good week. There was an announcement. I know we have some TikTok stuff later, but I
Yes.
did want to get to this since we didn't have it necessarily in the show notes. It's like late breaking. If we had like some late breaking news, this is where we'd play it, Nick. I mean, maybe it's like something like
In Dallas, then the private party at
Nicki
the
Minaj,
Buckingham
late breaking
Palace.
news.
Means I got
TikTok is
TikTok.
is launching live subscriptions. So essentially, if you're a live creator, if you're going live a lot,
Yeah.
people can subscribe to your live and they get a lot of benefits. So they get a little badge that says you're, a subscriber
Oh.
of there. So, get your flare, 27
Oh, there's a
pieces of flare.
throwback.
But you
love
also get to
flare.
chat directly with the creator. And
That's
only,
cool.
so that only the people that are
Yeah.
subscribed
A
get
little
to do
more
the live chat.
exclusive.
So yes, live is blowing up. And if you've been following any of my reels or my TikToks lately, you would see me talking about the power of TikTok right now and how its growth. 50% of U.S. watchers of TikTok are over 30. This is
Wow.
not your kids' platform anymore. So tons of opportunity. I know we've got some other creator updates as we get into the news, but live subscriptions on TikTok, another way to make money for creators.
Nickel and dime you to death.
Hey, yeah, we should have a live going right now on our Radcast TikTok page. I'm not sure we have a Radcast page on TikTok. We should.
Not yet. We should. Stay
Yeah.
tuned.
Yes, stay tuned. It's happening now. Did you get that note? Where's the intern?
I know, right?
Oh, how many things can we give the interns?
Right.
Oh, no.
That's
But
what they're here for.
yes, that is what they're here for. And, speaking of what they're here for, you
It's the
can't necessarily
merch.
see these off camera. We don't have our wide view camera today, but our official merchandise provider, Branded Bills, brandedbills.com. This is, the detail here.
So classic.
The lines here, if you're seeing the video, this makes more sense, but I'm going to describe the patch that's on our hats for the Radcast logo is dope.
We have
I
new
get a lot of
colors
compliments.
coming, so stay
Yes.
tuned for that.
Yes, we do. Our official merchandise sponsor, Branded Bills, brandedbills.com. If you go to brandedbills.com, you can use Radcast20, get 20% off. It's not just hats, folks. We've got beanies, we've got
Hoodies,
t-shirts,
t-shirts,
you name
always.
it. They also do custom orders, so you can get your custom orders in. This is not the cheap stuff that you get on the corner custom mart place. It's great, and maybe you're giving out for your fundraiser, and it's like a $4 t-shirt.
This is quality.
This is quality. This is stuff that people keep forever, as long as someone puts
It's
washes
the
your
thing you want
colors
to
with
wear.
bleach or
Right,
something.
exactly. As long as it's cared for.
Yes, and they've
You're
got
good.
tons of great collections. And look, it's Memorial Day coming up. Order yourself American flag hat or T-shirt. They've got some cool
you go.
designs, some different retro things, some black. I like it when you mess. And people that are classic red, white, and blue. Don't get me wrong. I'm patriotic. My next tattoo is actually going to be a flag, completing my sleeve over here. But I will say I like the black interplay of grays with the flag and stuff like that.
yeah.
So they've got some really cool treatments of the flag, and it's the time to be showing your patriotism for the country. So use
For the 4th of
Radcast
July
20. Yeah, you got another. You got Memorial Day,
investment.
and you've got, of course, the 4th of July. So go to go to radcast.com, our website. This is where you get the quick link. This is the insider tip. Go to theradcast.com, click on sponsors, click on branded bills. You hit the link. You don't even have to enter the code in. You're automatically dialed in for 20% off everything you order. Go visit our friends at brandedbills.com.
So excited.
Cool.
Yeah.
We do have a few social holidays,
We
right?
do. We do. We have National Hamburger Day this weekend. Will you be celebrating on the 28th?
I think I might be.
I will be.
If not the 28th, maybe the 29th. We do. I see some burgers. Actually, we're doing Mexican Fiesta on the 29th, so we probably will be
Ground
having
beef.
a burger on the 28th.
There you
Yes.
go. How do you like your hamburgers? Like, what do you like on them?
Oh, I'm either one. I go one of two ways.
Ooh.
If you know what I'm saying. All hetero. But
Keep talking. I'm fine. I'll recover.
yes. So cheeseburger plain with
Okay.
pickles, or
Ah.
load that baby up. It's
Okay,
like one or the other.
okay.
It's like, you know
Totally.
what? I totally appreciate like the simplicity
Right,
of a
right.
cheeseburger
Of like
with
a
pickles.
kid's meal.
Yes, yes. The kids' meals. I could have the hamburger meal from McDonald's, or load it up with 30 things.
Totally.
There's no in between.
Yeah.
No, don't throw just lettuce, tomato, and bacon on that thing.
No, you gotta have, like, a
want
fried egg in
avocado,
there.
fried egg, jalapenos,
Yep.
a little bit of like 4 cheeses.
I'm a mushroom and Swiss gal.
Put some mac and cheese on that
Oh,
thing.
no, sir.
I mean,
Rebuke it, Lord.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yes.
It's got to be medium rare.
Oh yeah.
Got to be medium rare.
Oh, I'll eat a medium rare
Yep.
burger.
There you go. And then
kidding
we
me?
have Paperclip Day.
Yes.
Day after that.
Paperclip Day.
Doesn't correlate at
on
all, but
the
there
29th.
you go. Celebrate accordingly.
Yeah, on a Sunday.
I would always make jewelry out of paper clips. And then, of course, ringing in
Yes.
for our long
The
weekend.
more important and
Memorial
no joke.
Day.
Hey, let's
Yeah.
remember everyone that served our country. Freedom is not free. And I tell my kids that all the time. And they're growing up that way. My grandfather and my father served in the Army, actually in the Air Force, but
Oh, cool.
in this service,
Yeah.
and served our country. So don't forget those that died for our freedom.
And even we're willing to.
Yes,
They did,
and
you know?
I think we take that for granted, like I know we do.
Yeah.
Like people just, it's hard to relate unless your ass had to go over and, climb
Yeah.
Normandy. Like
Having-
you
I've
can't
got-
appreciate it. Go watch
Yeah.
freaking what's the Tom Hanks movie?
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan. Remind yourself that's what war looks like.
Tankbuster, sir.
Yeah.
50 once.
Yeah. So
Angels on our shoulders.
aren't already like thanking your men in uniform. You need to do it.
Men and
because-
women.
Yes,
All-
men,
all of our-
people,
Armed forces.
armed forces.
Yeah, just think about that while you're
Yes.
celebrating this weekend.
That's right. And then I have no idea what World No Tobacco Day
Yeah,
is the
just
next
I guess
day.
don't smoke,
Yeah, it is terrible for you.
It is.
Nasty habit.
It is.
And I'm not even judging. It's just like, ugh.
Look, I see.
not
I
judgment as much
love
as,
a
like-
good cigarette. I wish it wasn't horrible for me, or I would absolutely be a
See,
smoker.
I just never got into it. Like, if I was going to smoke something that was going to have some effect.
I sing too. No, I sing too much. I just think it looks cool. Like, and it doesn't. It chills me out and
That's branding, though.
kills your.
That's
It's
back
so
to,
true. It's because of Audrey
celebrities.
Hepburn.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you're
Totally.
absolutely right.
World No Tobacco Day.
There you go.
So don't smoke them if you got them on
Take a break.
the 31st.
Take a break.
Will you be celebrating No Tobacco Day on the 31st? Nick,
Probably will.
Solidarity.
staying with it. Staying with it.
Yeah.
And
Off
with
we
that,
go into the metaverse.
trends in the metaverse. So here we have it, trends in the metaverse. This is a good one here. So Microsoft is selling the metaverse now, and it's helping make everything from robots to ketchup.
Of course, it is.
This is interesting. You may not be ready to jump into the metaverse for fun, but it could be coming to work sooner than you think. Microsoft announced Tuesday that Kawasaki is a new customer for the tech giant's so-called industrial metaverse, a fancy way of saying factory floor workers will wear a HoloLens headset to help with production repairs and managing supply chains. It will use the headsets to help build robots.
And the robots obviously help with all the manufacturing of all
Yes.
these products.
Yeah,
Like ketchup. Heinz is getting behind this.
I know.
It's insane.
What do you think about this?
again, I think it goes back to what we've been talking about with the practical application of the metaverse, right? It takes it out of Roblox.
Yes.
I think it's fascinating.
I think it's where I think when I first heard like virtual reality and stuff like that, like the practical use of VR.
Yeah.
It's what that is, but now, the metaverse and everything's kind of getting all entangled in there, depending on,
Totally. Right. What
your-
you're attuned to and where your I don't know, personal interests lie, really.
Yeah. I just wonder, I want my crystal ball to know in 20 years, like what we're doing here. Like,
I know.
is this a fad or is it like really useful?
Yeah. Well,
know.
it's and only time will tell, which is not
I
helpful.
guess there'll
but-
just be evolutions. It'll become more useful. You know,
Right.
I don't know that the genie's going back in the bottle, but
right, what the iteration looks like in its
Yeah.
final form.
said it will use the Microsoft Industrial Metaverse in ketchup factories and Boeing as manufacturing partners.
Those are two wildly opposite ends of the spectrum, aren't they?
Ketchup and planes.
Catch up to the planes. It's not a good
Yes.
pun. It's not a good
Not
pun.
a good
It's
pun.
not a good pun, and I
Yes.
apologize. But that's leave it to Microsoft. Leave it to
Yes.
Microsoft.
Yes.
Now we have kind of been joking sort of about crime in the metaverse and what that's going to look like and if that's going to be a thing. And of course it is. And serious crime in the metaverse should be outlawed by the UN. At least that's what the United Arab Emirates think. The metaverse refers to a virtual world where people can live, work, and play via an avatar. It doesn't actually exist yet, as we know, but there are a number of safety concerns associated with its development, which is interesting.
Yeah, we talked about this. I mean,
Yeah,
we joked about
yeah,
like, am I going to get
teased.
hurt? Am I going to get like, knifed in the
What's the
back
law?
alley in the
Right,
metaverse?
right.
Like,
And there's a lot to be said now about will
I
there be a
don't-
rating system?
Yeah,
because
I
we
don't-
can have PTSD.
well, my Nike's getting stolen from me. Like,
Right.
like
Or
those
scuffed.
$8,000 Meta Nikes I bought.
Or like NFT weapons or those that's I'm sure that's coming
Nike
as
Air
well.
Meta.
Nike Air Meta.
Sky Air. Jordan.
Would it be Air Force 2s? Air
Yeah.
Force Web 3s.
Yeah. Hey.
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 I'm proud of that one.
Yeah, that's good.
But it is a conversation.
It is a conversation because you can see where some terrorism taking place,
Yeah.
Like
Even with
ganging
know,
up,
torture and yeah.
And because how realistic it were to get,
Right.
like you could see, but then it's like, just take your damn goggles off, right?
Right. Right.
Like until those zappers are on there,
Right.
Like I don't
Oof.
know.
It's just again, it's an
Serious
interesting
crime in the
conversation
metaverse.
and
Yeah, just don't be stealing.
allow people to be terrorized.
You
in
steal
ways
my
that aren't possible.
NFTs, I'm gonna come after you.
But we're gonna have a rating system, right? You can be part of the PG metaverse
Yes. Well, there should be.
with just cartoon violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like video games now today, right?
Exactly. It's all just a video
Yeah.
game. Simulation.
Hopefully. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. So another article here: 3 metaverse businesses that could have enormous potential. 1, movie theaters. 2, music stores. And 3, event planning.
Lots of options here.
Yeah, this was supposedly, we do have a client there that's at Cannes this week
Yeah.
and last week.
Big deal.
And so they have a music festival, obviously, or movie festival there
Film
that
festival,
happens.
yeah.
And it's interesting though to me, like you go to the movie theater, and I'm almost relating it to back when you go and you put on like 3D goggles,
the
like
little
the
glasses.
experience changes.
Totally.
So like if you go into the metaverse and you've got your thing on, does it change the experience, of going to the movies and what do you interact with
Right,
and those kind of things?
right.
So I can certainly see the application.
Totally.
How it enhances it, we'll see.
Yeah.
As long as that shark isn't like biting my avatar off the movie screen. Back to the
rating system, the violence.
I don't want
right.
like Jason, with his hockey mask, like attacking me
Sure.
in the movie theater. Like that gets too real.
Yeah.
Change Texas Metasaw
Metasaw.
massacre.
Metasaw massacre.
Hey,
I love the
there you
idea
go.
with music stores too, though, because you've got entertainment venues and, who doesn't want an NFT band tee?
Yeah.
Just kind of expanding our universe into the metaverse as well.
Well, it's showing your affinity,
Right,
right?
right.
Like, for things.
The through line.
Yeah.
How
like I
passionate
want
are
you to
you?
make sure you know
Right.
that I love Dave Matthews when I'm in the metaverse. I mean, like, yeah, D&B forever,
Get some Nickelback. I want my Nickelback t-shirt in the metaverse.
So here's the funny thing is your avatar walking around and you've got headphones on and you're listening to stuff. Can only you hear it. But if you're playing your Bluetooth speaker, can everyone hear it?
Wow.
You get I'm getting meta here.
Very meta.
Like if your
like if a
avatar has
tree
on
falls.
headphones, only you're hearing it within your environment. But if you're walking around with like a jam box on your shoulder, is everyone in the metaverse hearing the music you're playing?
Is there a way to find this out?
Get
Can we
jammed
test
up.
this?
I don't know.
Can we
Could
test
get
this?
pretty busy with how many people playing different music types,
Yeah.
right?
And then, of course,
Like you could choose which ones you want to hear their music, right? So there you go,
There
like
you go.
learning different music styles from people walking around. Oh, I like that guy's music. And
that'd be cool.
you follow him and you go home with like I don't know, like
Like Napster's back.
it's back to that crime in the metaverse. Creepy.
Hey, we have
Mom,
stalking. Meta stalkers.
This guy in the metaverse keeps following my avatar around. He keeps following me home. He keeps offering me
following to
candy.
the gym stop. Is there a white van in the metaverse? A big white van with no windows?
Yeah, I know. It's hard to not get cynical with it.
It is, especially when
because it doesn't exist yet. That's what's so funny. We're
Right.
spending a lot of time talking about it and planning for it. And
investing billions.
I will say
dollars.
this made sense. In the article they talked about event planning.
Yeah.
And
we've had weddings in the
so
metaverse.
having a wedding and you're like, hey, it could be druthers for our event space
Exactly,
here.
I
But
know, that's why that was my
they
first
could just do
thought.
it wherever. They can put the goggles on and we can go. Let's go to the beach in Hawaii.
Exactly. We
You
can
know?
fit as many people as you need to in this building. Just here are the goggles.
Yeah.
Make
You
it
have
happen.
no last minute mishaps with incorrect cakes, flowers that don't arrive, or a lack of parking. Just digital weddings are always exactly what they should be with none of the drama. You know there'll still be some drama because somebody will run their own software and it's supposed to be playing I'll Be from Edwin McCain and it's got I'll Be from Nicki Minaj. Oh, he messed up the song coming down, the aisle.
You can't redo it.
Something,
Can't redo it.
Maybe it looks perfect, but you
People also love their drama. No one
Yeah.
wants drama free.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have Bridezilla anymore.
Exactly.
We need
I
some.
wouldn't go to sleep at night.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. We'll see. 3 companies that
Yes.
could benefit. I agree with the last one. The other 2 is a wait and see for me.
Absolutely. I can get behind that. And that's it for our trends.
Trends in the metaverse. I mean, let's be honest. We could talk for 2 hours on just trends in the metaverse, but those are the highlights.
Yes. Most recent that I
most.
found on the World Wide Web.
Yes.
Now we have news topics. And this first one disturbed me greatly. Marvel to digitally resurrect Stan Lee. In September of 2017, 14 months before he died, it became public knowledge that Stan Lee had pre-taped cameo appearances for no less than 5 upcoming movies. And we know that he's been in
All
Into the
the
Spider-Verse
Marvels.
and all
Yep.
of them, right? And they're going to digitally resurrect him for future things like parks and more video cameo appearances.
It's a little odd, but it's also crazy
Branding.
because it's branding and it makes sense and it's really cool that he can carry forward.
Yeah.
I can get the exploitation part, but as long
Totally.
as his estate's getting paid for it, his name, image, and likeness,
Yeah.
why wouldn't he want his family to benefit from it?
Right.
And if you know, like the latest Star Wars movies, they did
All
some
that CG.
they did some CGI to resurrecting some of the characters from the
Yep.
old ones.
And
They
even in
look
Mandalorian.
pretty damn real.
Yeah. They're really good.
That was the first instance of deep fake.
Yeah. It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
But it's kind of a
And there's
deep
so
fake
much
of Stan
footage
Lee.
it's footage of him from these Marvel movies that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, because think about where you could go with this. I mean, actors that have passed away that
Oof.
you could potentially you get someone else to act the whole movie, but
Right.
you computer generate their face on the other actor.
It's so trippy. It's so trippy. And especially in these big franchises like your MCUs and your Star Wars and all that kind of stuff.
And you're not getting far from not even needing the actor potentially, where the whole character is completely CGI.
Yeah.
And you start to see this with how real video games and the metaverse and all this stuff kind of related.
Right.
How it's coming together, how it's going to change
Right.
the game, where there'll be digital actors.
and where the talent what avenue of talent is being prioritized. Which
I
thought was
bet you
interesting.
somewhere, someplace, someone is creating digital characters that are gonna be the actors and things. Like they might be already creating.
But does
them.
that not get back to like it's just animated? Like remember when Lion King came out and it was like, oh, it's live action. It's like no, the entire thing was just shot on a green screen.
Yeah. Well,
It's all
I don't know.
cyclical.
it is
It's just a cartoon,
It's all headed like that way. What's real and what's not.
right? Like Wall-E.
It's why actually the Westworld on HBO is
Yes.
not so far off.
Yes.
Right?
Whew.
Just total robots.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
I still wouldn't mind getting in the Westworld, you know? I go like cowboys and robbers. I mean, I don't want to like kill anybody, but I want to go like I want to go rob a bank in
Right,
it, like, you
right.
know.
Yeah, have a little like almost like a rage room, like a rage room,
Yes.
all simulated.
Yes.
Totally.
That's right.
And then we have the next article we got was how Miller Lite and Bud Light's epic clash shook the marketing world.
Yes. So this has been going on forever. Tastes
All
great,
these
less
brands.
filling. Tastes
Yep.
great, less filling. That's old Miller Lite's campaign
That's
forever.
the pitch.
And then Bud Light and Miller Lite have always like sometimes they've gone direct
They've
at one
had
another.
bad smear campaigns with some pretty significant lawsuits.
And then now you got seltzers that have come in and kind of watered down.
Ba-da-ts. We knew it was
My
there.
keyboard worked. I'd hit it. There we go.
Watered down.
Watered down the category. But everything's becoming a little splintered with all the drinks and everything.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind a good old-fashioned slugfest coming back with, Miller Lite and Coors Light.
Their lawyers
Maybe it could
certainly
be,
wouldn't.
if you remember like the Super Bowl, there was the Bud Bowl where the bottles were like fighting, but it was all really Bud and Bud Light going at it. I'd just see Miller Lite and Budweiser. It was like,
Yeah, there you
smashing
go.
of glass.
There you go. Well, now cannabis is a big threat to the beer industry as well.
This is true. I mean, if you're gonna partake in something to get you inebriated, why not go all in on some
and
weed?
it's so low, no carbs, no carbs.
No carbs, no
Depending
drinking.
on the gummy.
Just go straight to
Right.
just smoke it up.
But it's interesting
Yeah.
how we do have all of these different rivalries between brands. And it
Yeah.
doesn't just, whether you're buying the product or not, we're still talking about it. You got Coke and Pepsi and Miller Lite and Bud Light. Just fascinating.
Bud Light's a much bigger brand. They
Yeah.
have more reach. They have more products.
They're older.
They're older.
Much older.
But when I was drinking beer that wasn't watered down like I do now, I was more of a Miller Lite guy
Interesting.
over Bud Light.
Interesting.
Now I actually like the Bud Light Next because it's 0 carbs.
Mm.
Today's podcast brought to you by Bud Light Next.
Free advertisement for Bud
See?
Light Next.
Bud Light, call us. You get on the list before it gets crowded.
Yeah, truly. Verily, verily.
But I do. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with all the cannabis marketing and everything else.
Yeah, and how it's going to affect everything.
I mean, it's coming like a freight train. I mean, nobody. You can say it's not, but it is.
oh, absolutely.
And so we'll see.
Hop on the train, right?
It's
Hops on the train.
Hops
Beer joke.
on the train. This is cool. So Sprite is debuting its first ever unified global marketing
This is
campaign. Heat
happens.
Huh.
Oh, boy,
Shit
doesn't
happens
it?
and heat happens.
Sheet happens.
You could argue that heat happens when shit happens, but
There's an Amber Heard joke in there somewhere.
I don't know. Anyway,
But Coca-Cola is unveiling its first consistent global ad platform for its $20 billion Sprite brand. Heat Happens will roll out across 200 markets along with a new Sprite logo and visual identity. This is exciting.
yeah, it is cool. I want to see the spot. I haven't seen the spot yet, but it's playing off that the whole world is kind of charged up right now.
Yeah, we're all a little bit heated. Both temperature-wise and, in every other social economic way of thinking about tension.
Sparked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so a little bit of
lots of tension.
A little bit of a double entendre there.
Yeah. If you heat it up, just get you an ice cold Sprite.
Right. Take a moment, take a step back, take a breather, cool off, if you will.
Yes.
Both from your anger or your frustration as well as temperature-wise.
I like the social media integration. Heat hacks.
Heat hacks.
Yes.
How to
All
stay
right.
cool.
How to stay cool.
And they're targeting their Gen Z audience big time.
Speaking of heat hacks, my brother-in-law was on the dock at the lake this past weekend, and he had this towel that you put around your neck. All you do is get it wet and it stays cool. I've not
seen those.
these.
Used to sell those at my store. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're great.
We should be their sponsor. I
You
don't
could
even know the
dunk
name
them
of it.
in- you could dunk them in
contact us,
Sprite.
we'll be your sponsor if you tell us the name.
We got you covered.
Yeah, you
We
put
got
in
you
some
covered.
Sprite and then it's doubly cool. You know?
Exactly. There you go.
You could sip on it or something. Ugh, it's a little gross.
And Sprite's been known for almost trying to market itself as a sports drink and aligning itself with these basketball players like our beloved Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and most recently Trae Young. And now it's moving towards this a little bit younger.
You know what I really
Gen Z
like?
idea.
I really like a Sprite Zero and vodka.
Same.
See, that's a great little drink in the
Same.
summer. Not
is
to
a
throw
great
us off
drink.
topic, but when my heat's happening, it's usually heat because it's 100 degrees on the dock.
104
Little Sprite Zero and vodka
with some fresh lemon, a little bit
yes,
of lime in
a
there.
little lime
you
for
go.
sure. Got to have a lime with the Sprite.
Absolutely.
But I do like the integration. That this is obviously fully integrated, which
Yeah.
I like. Unfortunately, none of these players are in the playoffs anymore.
Right.
LeBron and Trae Young, I'll call them out in particular. It's been a little down. The Atlanta Hawks at least made the playoffs.
Yikes. Which is why their Sprite's shifting away and
Yeah, exactly.
changing their marketing a little bit.
We'll see. I like the campaign.
Yeah.
I want to see the spots, see how they bring it to life. Are you a Sprite drinker, Nick?
I usually go for ginger ale.
Okay.
Oh.
Ginger ale.
Classic.
Sprite or
Seagram's.
7-Up?
7-Up.
Oh.
Oh my. Controversial. I'm a
Hey.
Sprite gal.
There used to be, speaking of good campaigns, I'm going to age myself. There was a campaign called 7-Up Yours.
I don't remember this. This preceded me.
It was awesome. 7-Up, talking about heat
I get it.
happening.
I get it.
That's creating heat.
No, I get it.
Make 7-Up yours. And, this is when, we used to be politically incorrect, but go look it up, people.
Back when we used to
7-Up
be.
yours. Go Google it. Go look on YouTube. That's a campaign for the ages.
And it stuck with you.
It's right up.
Stuck up yours.
Stuck up yours. 7-Up yours. Nick liked it immediately. That's why he likes 7-Up. Oh. TikTok. Back to them. New ad product lets brands crowdsource content. What are the
This
details
is
here?
smart. TikTok's launching a new ad product called Branded Mission that lets brands connect with creators and crowdsource content for marketing campaigns.
Yes, this is cool. And look, if you don't know, TikTok's blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
The ad products, the ad management tools have gotten way better.
Yeah.
There's a lot of brands crushing it on TikTok. If you're not there, you need to get there, especially if you're in consumer-based marketing. It's not for teeny boppers anymore.
TikTok made me buy it.
And yeah, hashtag Radcast made me buy it.
And the bills.
We might need to bring that one back.
We can do that.
I will say this. It's sometimes difficult to get in contact to make these brand connections and the creator connections happening. This is really like knocking those doors down, which allows, because what happens is a lot of times brands don't even know some of this content's being created for them. Like
Right,
sometimes,
exactly.
like,
Because it's just one person that's like, hey, I like this lipstick.
and maybe they don't have 10 million followers, but they've got 4,000 and they're a
Right.
micro influencer. And so it's really
That's all you
connecting
need.
it.
Yeah.
And then you can boost it with the ads to get more impressions from the content they're creating, which is better than
Yep.
your own ads because people don't like to be sold to. That's why
Exactly.
you do crowdsourced content.
You reach a level of
You're
relatability.
running these perfect, beautiful ads. That's not what sells these days. They want the more organic stuff with real
Transparency,
people
yeah.
using it.
Right.
And this feature lets brands gather the crowdsource stuff, put ad spend behind them to boost the frequency and the reach of the content. And it's a win-win.
Right. Because we're still democratizing creativity. I love this so much. I think this is so great.
Yes. So TikTok is they're on the forefront with users coming over, and now they're on the forefront getting there with some of their ad buying platforms. And if you're not there, you need to be looking there. That's for sure.
I
That
love
is
TikTok.
for
I
sure.
spend too much time on it, as we all do.
Yep.
But
I
I've
mean,
learned a lot on TikTok, I will say. I cook more now because of TikTok.
See, and it is a learning platform.
Yeah.
It is. It
Not just
has that,
entertainment.
and YouTube's that way too. YouTube's the original for that, but but this is now like fast, you
Right.
get to it quick.
Right.
So yeah, I do want to give a shout out because you never know when they're going to. My son Nash graduated from kindergarten today.
So exciting.
I know he's not listening, but in 50
Not
years
yet.
he might be, and he'll
It's a
remember his
capsule.
father to be giving him a shout out on the Radcast.
Congratulations, Nash.
Yeah, so he got the highest award in his class.
That's awesome.
Yep, he got the citizenship award. That's the highest kindergarten award.
You got to celebrate this weekend.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna open up a ice cold non-alcoholic
Sprite?
beer for him.
Sprite.
He can have a 7-Up, yours, and I'm gonna have a tasty beverage.
There you go. Low carb, though.
Yes. So we'll give Nash a round of applause.
Yay.
Any parting words, Christina?
I think I'm good. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend, and
Yeah.
remember why we have it.
That's right. Remember those that served us, that died for our freedom. We thank all of the families out there, and we'll leave it at that. For Ryan Alford, Christina Yassi, we're at theradcast.com. I'm at Ryan Alford on all the platforms. We'll see you next time.
To listen to full episodes or to contact us, visit us on the web at theradcast.com or follow our host at Ryan Alford on Instagram. Thanks for tuning in.